Hello again, welcome back to Asgard, and welcome back to Divine Journey. So since the last episode, I've done a lot of mining, and I actually just finished up some gears. Let me go ahead and grab those, because we're going to use those in just a minute real quick. But I've been doing a lot of mining, I think 3 mining trips, just to go ahead and kind of pad out our resource supplies. So I just got back from the 3rd one, and it's all running and everything. And then I spent a bit of time working on a few things, mainly bridge work and stuff. I haven't actually put any statues in between this episode and next, because I'm kind of working on some connections and stuff like that. But over here you can see that we have the beginnings of a bridge. This isn't the entire design, I'm just kind of working on the basis of it, more or less. So, began working on the bridge slightly. It takes a little while because, of course, our hover at the moment is not the best in the world. Over here, if we come over here, I went ahead and flattened out that area and removed the villagers' buildings and stuff. And then I added this bridge section that goes over, and this is going to connect into our scholar district. Okay, so a bit of bridge work over to this area. And I actually really like this mountain a lot, and I think it's going to work out well for our scholar district. And then I'm going to have the road kind of come around, and then we've got steps here that lead up to the top of the mountain. There will be some stuff in the lower section, but the majority of the stuff will be in this upper section here. And I haven't totally landscaped this area out. I'm planning on putting some statues right up here. As you come up here and the road comes around, there'll be a statue set up here, and also kind of like a monument type thing. And then up here, this gets us up to the top of the mountain. Now, I haven't cut all the trees down up here, but it takes a little while. I'm working through it. And then there's a slime island here. I don't know if I'm going to leave it or if I'm going to tear it down yet. I'm not for sure, but anyways, nothing too crazy over there built. Just a bit of kind of connection and stuff like that. We have a lot of those like big connections to run between district to district, kind of a thing. And then I also added the spikes over in the Cursed Earth farm. So I'm not going to run over there, but I did add the spider spikes up there. And we've actually got 1 extra diamond spike left over since I craft 2 at a time. I only needed like 3 of them. But anyways, before we get started, because today our goal is to head to Iceika. But before we do that, I would like to get our next jetpack. That's what all these gears are for. Very, very expensive. Like a half stack of electrum, a half stack of silver, and then 24 gold just for the gears needed for this. So first up, oh yeah, let me go grab that flux capacitors that we've got up here. Because if you recall, we're kind of upgrading these as we go, and I forgot to grab those. And actually, one thing I forgot to show you, since the last episode, I added a little bit of like a filtering system for this. So, you know, the stuff comes out of here, it goes into here. But then I have in here, I have a filter set to, this is an advanced item filter from Extra Utilities. And basically what I've done is I've just set it to filter program enchantable. I'll show you how that works real quick. So if we set that to insert, let me grab this out. And basically all you need to do is just right click this, and it's gonna flip through the filter programs. And there's a filter program for enchantable and enchanted. And I have it set to enchantable. So basically anything that comes in that doesn't have an enchantment, it'll get dumped in the trash can. So enchantable, and we'll just throw it into there. This program is actually kind of nice, the advanced filter, because you can just set like a generic, you know, anything that can be enchanted, go in the trash can. And so you can see that we're keeping things that have enchantments, because I wouldn't mind disenchanting these maybe in the future. Oh, we got a spider head. Nice. But anyways, we're building up a few things in here. We'll deal with those later. It's not really at a super fast rate, because, I mean, I've been on here for quite a while, and it's just steadily, kind of, slowly building up. So, also right now we're at 98 levels in the experience obelisk. So, I don't think we have to worry about XP anymore, like, ever again. So, alright. But let's go ahead and pop down here, and we're going to really, really quickly bust out this jetpack and get this tier 3 one before we go to Iceika, just because it would come in handy. So first up, we're going to need 3 fluxed electrum ingots for each. Well, actually, I can't remember in the quest book. Yeah, it's the capacitor first. We're going to need, you know, all this stuff I've got on hand. Flux electrum ingots. In the alloy smelter, 4 redstone, 2 electrum ingots, and then a pyrotheum dust will get us 2 fluxed electrum ingots. Okay, so we're going to get some pyrotheum dust real quick. I've got redstone on me. We're going to need some blaze powder, some sulfur, and some coal. Pulverized coal. So let me pop up here real quick. And by the way, oh, I've got some really cool thing. One really cool thing I think you guys will like. I'll have to show it to you in just a second. But anyways, we have Gorgonite heads and Geonock heads. So, did get a few of those since last episode. And I've started running into celestial creatures. Okay, because like Geonocks, whenever they spawn, there's a very small chance that they can spawn as celestials. Now, I actually ran into 4 celestial Geonocks since last episode, but that is a lot of that's due to the fact that I did do a lot of mining. Like, a whole lot of mining. So, but let me go ahead and actually just sag mill up some of these blaze rods. There we go. And then we'll go ahead and get our pyrotheum. And I'm going to go ahead and make 8 pieces of it. That's fine. And then in the alloy smelter, let's see, we're going to need 6 flux electrum ingots, all in all. So 3 pyrotheum, there we go. We'll get that started running. And then next up, for our jetpack, let's see, we're going to need these reinforced thrusters. These things are semi-expensive. Redstone energy flux ducts. Let's get, honestly, 1 batch of these will be fine, so I'm just going to grab 1 of those. And we'll go ahead and run that through the fluid transposer. And how much is it to fill each one? Is it 200, I think? Yes, 200 millibuckets. So we're going to need 12 redstone. There we go. And that's going to start making those for us. I actually didn't put enough redstone in there. It's 4 per operation. So my bad. But anyways, there's our 6 redstone energy flux ducts. And then, let's see. We're also going to need redstone alloy blocks. Redstone reception coils. Actually, I need a bunch of these redstone reception coils. I'm going to go ahead and craft those. So there's 6 of them. And then we have to actually upgrade 4 of these. Just like that, and get our redstone transmission coils. So we'll go ahead and do that. And then, let's see. Oh, redstone alloy blocks. We're going to need 2 of these. And then, I think for this, we've got everything now. So we'll go ahead and get our 2 innervation dynamos. It's not too expensive. If you recall, we made like 70 electrum before. And then 2 reinforced thrusters. And then our flux electrum is done. Go ahead and pull the blaze powder out. And we're going to go ahead and upgrade our redstone, or our flux capacitors real quick. Hardened. 3 of that. We're going to need, what's the other stuff? Copper, redstone, diamonds. There we go. There's 1, and there is 2. Awesome. And so we should have 2 quests completed here, and we'll go ahead and finish out this last little bit. Oh yeah, our jetpack. Let me go ahead and pull that off. And we're going to put in our thrusters, our capacitor, then we're going to need a little bit of electrum. And then lastly, we need to break down our jetpack, just like that. And we get our plating back, which is good. And then we'll just put this into there, and there we go. Oh, it does keep its enchantment. For some reason I was thinking that it wiped its enchantments, but it doesn't. So, awesome. We still have fuel efficiency 4 and protection 4 and soulbound on this. And then to put plating on this, it's Invar, right? Yeah. So we're going to need 10 Invar ingots to do the plating. Alright. Oh, by the way, I did make a capacitor bank. If you recall, these things, I mean, they're a little bit costly, but we're at the point now. It's not really that bad. And then I also made an extra capacitor bank for our hammer. I haven't put one on our sword, this one yet. But I did go ahead and put one on the hammer. Oh, and this is so much nicer. It just, vertical speed is just so much better. And the hover, of course, is better. Like, much better. And it can store a lot more fuel. So I'm going to go ahead and mark craft a better jetpack or jet plate off of here. Tier 3 is when they really start getting good. So anything after this is like just nice upgrades for us. And I actually don't have any Invar made. So I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to get 20 ferrous. So that way we can make up like 60 Invar, because it's something I need it. For a lot of things I need it. So I might as well just go ahead and make up a bunch. It's pretty much how I'm making alloys now. Whenever I go to make alloys, I'm just starting to just make a bunch of them at a time. And so now what we should be able to do is, actually, since the induction smelter's filled, or running right now, I'm just going to throw this in here. Bronze armor plating. Oh, will it not run through the... I know in some packs you can run it through the alloy smelter, but that's fine. And there we go. Invar armor plating. Oot. And then we can just combine that with our jetpack and get our reinforced armored jetpack. So there we go. And now we're almost up to full armor, which is good. Alright, I went ahead and grabbed the metals and stuff that were done. And we'll just go ahead and empty out our inventory. Grab that stuff. And there we go. Everything's cleaned up. Okay, now before we go to Iceika, actually let me get right here. I'm going to go ahead and grab our snow globe that we're going to need. And then in addition, when I ran into the celestial geonox, which basically they're just big geonox. Celestial is kind of like a rarity. You know, we've come across like Azure and stuff like that, monsters. And Celestial is kind of the same thing, except they have a chance to drop soul stones whenever you kill them. And I got a few of those, as you saw. And then what we can do with these, and this is actually kind of nifty, is we can right-click it on the ground and summon ourselves an animal. So this one is a Barghast. And actually, this one, I believe Barghast is the only creature that can come from the mountain stuff, I think. His HP is steadily going up. Okay, well, what we can do with this is let's pop up here. And I'm going to want a couple things. First up, I want some pet armor. I saw iron. There's gold. I'll tell you what, I think I'm going to go with the iron. Yeah, because gold will match with the Barghast too much. I'm also going to grab a saddle, and I'm going to want a chest as well. That jetpack's so much nicer, by the way, like as far as speed and stuff goes. Alright, so for our Barghast, let me go ahead and... Hey. Do I have to use an empty hand? Yes, I do. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and put a saddle on this guy, and some armor, and a chest. And look at that. Now we have an armored, saddled Barghast. Let me check something here. Under the controls, because my pet abilities... Yeah, okay, mount ability is messing with something else. Change wand focus. Okay, there we go. So now I have access to our mount ability, mount inventory. I'm going to go ahead and set that to 8. Mount manager, 9. Yeah, I'm going to stick with the mount stuff for right now. Okay, so now I can access the mounts inventory, just like that. And you can see he's got a few slots here. I can just put items into this and store stuff. Whoops. I can store stuff onto the pet, or onto the mount. And by the way, all the armor has different little things there. I can't remember. Does the, I believe that's the only ones, is just the standard vanilla ones. I don't think there's any added by Lycanite specifically. No. Okay. And then we can use our mount ability here, or mount manager. And with this, what I can do is, if I was to come over here, so my mount is away from me, right? I can pull up this mount manager and say teleport, and I can teleport the mount to me, which is kind of nice. And we can set him as active, and basically that determines whether he's in the world or not. Now, one thing to note is you're going to have spirit here. This is going to come into play anytime we're messing with summoned mounts or summoned minions, that kind of thing. You can see that right now there's 4 slots here that are blue, and the green is going to recharge, right? And you can see like a coin cost here. Basically that means this is going to take 4 of my spirit. And so at best, while I have the Barghast out, I'm only going to have 6 spirit. And you can almost think of this as kind of like whenever you run constants in RPGs, like you have a constant ability that uses up, you know, keeps so much mana tapped. Oops, I don't want you. I don't want you there. Why does it keep doing that? There we go. I accidentally set it to button 1. So anyways, as it stands right now with our Barghast out, you know, it's going to keep some spirit locked down. But, I mean, if I don't want to use him at the time and I want to use other stuff, I can just deactivate him, which will remove him from the world temporarily, but he'll be stored in my mount manager. Okay. Now, we also have a mount ability, and that's basically if I hold F, you see there's a blue bar down there underneath my health and everything. And the Barghast ability is that super jump right there. So, I mean, he can jump clear over the bridge whenever I use it. And that blue bar is going to, you know, steadily go down the more I use his ability. And you'll also notice that he does attack. And if I was to dismount, he'll stay by my side. Well, he still wanders kind of a little bit, but he will stay and help fight and whatnot. Anyways, this is just one of the mounts that's added with Lycanites. And I do quite like this, having a Barghast mount. That was why I got so excited whenever I got the Mountain Soulstone. Now, I believe the Mountain Soulstone, that's the only creature that can drop is the Barghast. There are some Soulstones that have like a couple different options. And then once we actually get into taming on our own, you know, there's a bunch of other options. But anyways, so we have a nice mount to use in Iceika. You know, I still have the Jetpack, which is nifty and everything, but I do quite like having this Barghast and being down on the ground a little bit. And he actually kind of matches, I feel like, into the icy terrain. And one thing to note, these creatures will respawn when they're killed. So, you know, it may come down to wherever he dies or whatever, but we can get him back. So, anyways, let's go ahead and get the stuff together that we need for our portal. Alright, so I'm thinking we're going to set the portal up over here, and I'm going to build, after we get the portal set up and stuff, maybe between this episode and next, I'm going to build like an actual build that kind of fits in with the portal. Let me go ahead and just grab all the snow in this area. But I will build like a dedicated little like monument type thing for our portal. But let's go ahead and get ourselves some snow blocks. And you can see used to build the portal to Iceika. The portal is built in a nether portal shape. Use a snow globe to light the portal. Okay, so let's do that. And I'm going to line it up with this. We're going to say right here. And I'm going to build it off the ground because I'm actually going to have a little thing that goes up to it. So just a heads up on that. Like we'll have a little set of stairs and everything that goes up to it. But my goal is to have all the portals. We'll kind of spread them out instead of having like one dedicated spot with all the portals, and instead have like little builds that accompany each portal. So, alright, there we go, and then we'll just light this. Oh, maybe it can't have these corner blocks. There we go. Okay, so our portal to Iceika is up and ready to enter. Let me go ahead and dump this stuff into here for now. And I guess let's do this. So, here we go. Now, in the achievement book, they said to try to get some of the shards in this area. Oh, this is neat. The Frozen Land achievement. Ooh, what's this? Workshop lamp. I want this. Give it to me. I wonder why this one's not turned on. We will definitely be using those for building. There's a lot of stuff in Divine RPG. Oh. Ah, my gosh. Fractites. Come on. Ah. And we're supposed to be trying to get the dimensional shards from these guys. Come on. Come on. Come on. My sword should be like super effective against these guys. Get you some. I love the sounds they make. Okay. I'm just going to hop down here. We have, looks like some blizzes. No, you don't. Oh, man, I'm taking some damage. And we also need to get ourselves a bunch of frozen stone. Oh, there's a Yeti. I love the fact that all the Lycanite stuff spawns here. Oh, what do we got here? What are you? Yeah, light him up. Light him up. Man, it gives me this, like, weird effect. Hastrius. Ah. It's like that terrible slowdown where it zooms in and everything. Oh, we got ice shards. There we go. Dropped by all Iceika mobs. What is this? Coal stone. Let me go ahead and take it all. Is this stuff used for anything? No. Okay. And then we got some frozen dirt. Go ahead and dig through that. Okay, frozen stone is the first thing that we're going to need because basically we're here to get ice shards. But anyways, this frozen stone, we're going to need this for making blood magic shards. Oh no. No. Oh man. Oh, this isn't good. No. There we go. There we go. I'm going to go ahead and dig down here just a little bit. And this is probably one of the biggest things we're going to need out of here, and that's because we're going to need this for pretty much blood magic in general. Like making blank slates, you either have to get Twilight Stone from Eden, Wildwood, Appalachia, Skythorn, or Mortem, or you have to get Frozen Stone from Iceika, or get Endstone. Okay? So to really begin with blood magic, we're going to need a bunch of this stuff. So I'm just kind of gathering up a bit of it. Oh, there we go. Apparently Vein Miner works for that. Now, I don't believe that there's any ores in Iceika to really go for. I'm digging down to like bedrock right now, but yeah. There's no ores or anything, it doesn't look like. But this Frozen Stone, we've got plenty of it right now. So, went ahead and loaded up on that stuff, and we're pretty well set on that. Now, we also will probably want some more, oh man. Oh man. This is not good. Alicatos. Oh, that spider got him in its net, though. There you go. Oh no. What is that? It's like a war zone here. It's crazy. Oh, I see ice shards. I need these. Man, these guys still do so much damage. Okay. There we go. Let's go up this way. Aha! Here we go. This is what I want. Alright, so... Oh, man. No, not you. Ah. Ah. Come on. Ah. Oh my gosh, those spiders are so nasty. And in conjunction with everything else that's here, it's just terrible. Alright, so let's go in here. Oh, we got some guys in there. Hello, buddy. Alright. That's a merchant. Okay, that's a workshop tinkerer. This guy, you can pay snowflakes and shurikens to get 16 snowflake shurikens. Serenades of Ice with Snowflake and Serenade Striker. That one shoots lightning. That's the one that slows mobs. We actually have some of those. And then Snowflakes and a Slime Sword to get a Glacier Sword. That's actually a bit of melee damage. And plus slowing effect. Shadow Bow. You can get the Icicle Bow 3 times faster. Mass Events for Frost Events. Heals 0.5 hearts on use. Frostclaw Cannons. Ammo Cactus. Let's see. Fractite Cannon. Ice Shards. Frost Sword for Frost King Sword. He's got all kinds of stuff. There's a Sound of Carols. Ender Ice. Ender Sword. Yeah, anyways, I mean, you can see he's got a ton of weapons for sale. And then this guy will sell Santa Cap. Let's see, full set perks in Iceika, massive buff, 2 times movement speed, plus 6 melee damage, refills hunger, 80% damage reduction. Oh man. That's for the full Santa set. Santa tunic, Santa pants, Santa boots, and then he also has eggnog, chocolate logs, peppermints, fruitcakes, icicle bane, Christmas lights. Ooh. And he has like a bunch of different colors of those. Present box, blue candy cane, green candy cane. Like, oh my gosh, all these different candy canes. And then we've also got some workshop bookcases. And I think, if we were to break this, oh no, it's pickaxe for this one. Okay, it just drops a book. We'll need Silk Touch for these. Yeah, I need a Silk Touch pickaxe to acquire it. I don't know if that's, oh, it's used in, yeah, that's the creative mode bookcase. Okay. Which those bookcases, I mean, it's not very expensive, but they're not like super powerful or anything. Basically what they do is you can put them down and they come randomly filled with books. So that's all it is. Alright, let's check out this other building over here real quick. I see a chest. And we have some workshop guys Is there anything in here? I think this is just... Yeah, I think this is just where the world spawned in. And we've got some peppermints. Aha. Alright. Well, I'll tell you what. I'm going to go ahead and summon our mount real quick. Bargas. Teleport him. Oh, will he not come to this dimension? Or... I'm not for sure. It almost looks like he fell off something and died. Possibly. I don't know. I don't know for sure if we'll be able to bring our Bargas with us. I was thinking we could, but... Oh, man. Oh, man. That's one of these Serpix worms. Man, that's like a terrible pit of Lycanite stuff right here. Oh, man. Snow Fighter. Haha. I've actually scanned those guys before, if you recall, but I haven't ever killed one before. Because he, like, fell off the mountain, but... Alright, you die. And I'll try again here in a second to summon the Barghast. Oops. Whoa. Aha. It's you. God. And I guess let's go ahead and get ourselves some frozen logs. Just so we've got them. Be nice to have some of them. I don't think they drop any saplings, do they? I don't think so. Oh, here's like a little snow village almost. Oh, hi, guys. Glassides. Oh, man. Not doing good on health right now. Oh, God. Them sounds, though. Man, we're getting like a bunch of Lycanites danger, too, which is rough. Lycanites is... It makes it super tough because of... Okay, glassides. Let me, roll them. Man, I just got tossed, like, clean across the area. Yeah, you need to die, too. No! Okay. I need to bring this guy down. He has, like, knockback like crazy time. Okay. There we go. Alright, and I believe these are all just workshop guys. I mean, I don't think there's anything in there, really. It's all the same. You know, they all have the same trades. Alright, I went ahead and marked our portal home. Just so it's set. What's... So you guys? Frosties? Frosties? Nah. Okay. But I figure let's go ahead and see if we can find a dungeon, maybe. I'd like to find an Iceika dungeon. Just so you guys can see it more than anything. Because that's where you're going to get your snowflakes if you're wanting to upgrade the Divine RPG armor. Or weapons. This is where I dug down. And we're going to start from here. This will be good. Actually, it shows mobs over here. On the mini-map. So we're going to head over in this direction, I guess. Okay, no, that's just an ice pool down there. Not what I was looking for, actually. Let's close that off real quick. And Iceika's dungeons are generally underground. I mean, I think they're always underground. I don't think I've ever seen any, like, above ground or anything. Yep, there we go. That's what I was looking for. Aha! This is going to be tough, actually, because these guys have so much HP. What's up? No, you get over there. Ugh. These places are tough by default. And then with how strong the Divine RPG mobs are in this pack, they're going to be like crazy tough. Okay. Let's see. Let me, oh yeah, I can't break the stone. Oh man. Okay. Well, I don't think we need to go back there. Yeah, there's a spawner right there. Actually. There we go. Okay, first spawner is done. Oh, looks like we don't get a broken spawner from that. That's fine. Okay, well, moving on. I don't even know how we're going to get through these. Because these guys have so much HP and those spawners are constantly spawning them. These dungeons are like high-end stuff. There we go. Light up some of that room there. Ah. There we go. Ha 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 ha. That's how you do it. Man, my headpiece and my legs are like about to bite the dust here. I'm gonna go ahead and break these spawners off real quick. There we go. Okay. Alright. Yeah, we've got a bunch of ice shards now built up. Alright. And then we've got... oh, there's more here. 49. And then we have these frosted chests. You can see they don't have anything in them. I believe the one that we found above ground was decorative, wasn't it? But anyways, if you take your axe and you break these frosted chests... There we go. We got a snowflake. And there's 2 snowflakes. That entire dungeon for 2 snowflakes. And that's what you have to do to upgrade your weapons and armor. Like, from those vendors. It's very, very expensive. Very, very time consuming. And that's really... I think that's the only way to obtain snowflakes. If I recall correctly. I could be wrong, but I think that's it. I believe so. But anyways, I think we've done pretty much everything that we came here for. I mean, that's the main thing that you have to do in Iceika is, you know, you've got the vendors, and, you know, you can gather these lamps. I mean, I'll probably come back and get a bunch of these workshop lamps. There's also those really nifty bookcases. I do want to come back and get some of those later on, but we're going to have to get a Silk Touch pickaxe, which isn't really all that hard to do, but I'm in no rush for it. And then we need a bunch of those frozen stones. So, I mean, that's the primary things that we wanted from Iceika. And actually, I bet we completed a quest, didn't we? Oh, yeah, we completed all these, too. Yeah, let's go ahead and turn in some quests here. First up, the redstone flux capacitor. They're going to give us 5 glowstone. The reinforced thruster, 10 lime conveyor belts. And then the reinforced jetpack, we get a Zor gate. Okay. And then, under exploration... Frozen Stone of Iceika. They want us to get 128 of that. Well, we're set. We've got way more than that. And they're going to give us a Traveler's Belt. Oot. And we'll go ahead and just put the Traveler's Belt on here. Swap hotbar. Control B. If you're crashing when using this item, rename it in an anvil to give it back its correct NBT. This might delete your item stored in the belt. I'll tell you what. Let me change the journey map controls. I'll set it to K instead of B. And then what we can do is we can use that hotbar switch. And, oh wait, it's opening up Bobble's inventory. Don't ever use that, really. And what we can do is we can swap hotbars. So, for example, if I swap over to this one, I can put, say, my Builder's Wand, and I could put, I don't know, my Healing Axe and some Frozen Stone on there. And then I can swap between them. And it saves that. So you can have... Basically, what I like to have is... You know, if I'm going to go out and do a bunch of exploring, you know, maybe have like a buffing type magic-y hotbar, and then have like one here with food and tools and different things. Like maybe like a combat bar and a mining bar or something like that. You know, it's actually, I love the Traveler's Belt. It's really, really handy. I'll probably, in this pack, I'll probably be running a lot with like a building bar and then like a standard bar. Alright, so anyways, let me dump off my inventory here. And I'm going to put Frozen Stone maybe in one of these drawers back here. So we'll put it like right into there. And then I'll put a spot in here for like frozen logs. These are things we're not ever really going to farm with any kind of automated setup or anything. I mean, really, 3,135 frozen stone. It doesn't take very long to go and get a bunch of that stuff manually. Also coal stone. Whoops. And we'll just put blocks back here that we're not gonna auto farm. Oh, we actually got a stack and 49 of those ice shards. So very, very nice. Okay, so anyways, next up, let me actually pop downstairs. In the achievement book, create the portal, go there, get ice shards, mine lots of frozen stone for blood magic. We've done that. We're set on that. Now next up, they want us to make a blood altar and a sacrificial orb. Woohoo. We get to begin blood magic. Alright, so first up, the sacrificial orb. This requires redstone alloy, energetic alloy, and stained glass. I believe regular glass panes work. No, actually, I think it has to be orange, doesn't it? Or yellow. Yes, it has to be yellow. That's fine. I think for the alloys, we've got all of that stuff. And then I'm just going to need, like, some kind of yellow dye. We'll just take one of these. And I'm aware I can sag mill it, but I'm not too worried about that. There we go. Yellow glass, and then yellow panes. And we'll get our sacrificial orb. No, it's like that, I think. Yeah. A slight draining feeling tickles your fingers. Okay. And your first prick achievement, and we get 3 nether quartz ore. Oops. Alright, now next up, we need 2 out of 4 quests. What does the blood altar take? Maybe that'll give us an idea of what we need to do. Vibrant capacitor bank, resonant portable tank. Okay, I'm fairly certain that the one that we need is this even better energy storage to make the vibrant capacitor bank. Or at least that's one of them. I don't think there's a quest for portable tanks. Now, I did forget to mention at the beginning of the episode, I did turn this quest in for the quick deposit upgrade between episodes, but also I accidentally made redstone reception coils at first, which is the gold gear one instead of the electrum one when I was making these. So we have those, though. I mean, I'll end up using them for something, so I really don't mind that we got a bunch of those made up. Not really an issue. Also, I've got the stuff set out for the basic capacitor right now. Let me get a bit more redstone. And I'm also going to want some ender pearls, actually. Like 2 stacks. 2 stacks sounds good. And then also, let's get... we're going to need some glowstone blocks as well. So I've got like pulverized coal lying around everywhere. I've got to get the rest of those chests sorted through. Energetic alloy, that's done. And I'm going to go ahead and get it running through making our vibrant alloy. I'll do it in there and in the induction smelter. It's more than what we need, but it'll be useful to have. And I've got this stuff laid out. I think I actually made maybe too many copper gears, unless I need them for something else. And or something, I don't know. But anyways, there's our redstone conductance coils. Let's get 2 more of these. There we go. And then just lay this out. Get our 4 leadstone energy cell frames. Okay, and then Invar and basic capacitors to get that. So we'll just lay this out. And basic capacitor, basic capacitor, basic capacitor, basic capacitor. There we go. And then for the next tier, the capacitor bank, it's going to require a dark steel block, 2 double layer capacitors each. Let's go ahead and get these, in fact. So 1, 2, 1, 2. And I might as well go ahead and get the ones that we're going to need for the vibrant level. And then I'm also going to need a block of dark steel. There's that. Oh no, I'm going to need 2 blocks of dark steel. There we go. And then our basic capacitors, basic capacitor banks, and then energetic alloy. There's capacitor bank, capacitor bank. And then, lastly, we get to pull all this stuff out. Let me get a octadic capacitor. Oh wait, I'm going to need, shoot, I'm actually going to need 2 of those. And my vibrant alloy is done. There we go. And octadic capacitors, there's 2 of those. Okay. We're nearly done. Nearly done with our vibrant capacitor bank. Then we're going to need a block of vibrant alloy. There's that. And then we're also going to need, what is it, pulsating? No, vibrant crystals. Vibrant alloy nuggets with emeralds. Okay. Luckily, I actually found quite a few emeralds, like 13, 14 or something. I didn't have to use any of those for storage upgrades or anything, so... 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Break those down, and we'll get our vibrant crystals. There we go, 4 of those, and our vibrant capacitor bank. Haha! I really wish I could use this for storage. I mean, I guess technically I could... Oh, do I want to do another one? I mean, I guess I could use this capacitor bank and then just upgrade it. Oh, but no. All those gears at the beginning is the worst part. Okay, so anyways, we've got that. And that completes a quest. And they're gonna they're gonna give us 10 Yellorium ingots for that. Okay. Awesome. Dump all that stuff in the backpack for right now. And let's see, does it unlock... Requires 1 of 4 quests to be completed elsewhere. Okay, well, we still need the electrical steel armor, plating, conductive iron, silicon. I almost wonder, conductive iron, electrical steel, is there any quest for those? Conductive iron unlocks 1 quest elsewhere. That's probably the one that we're missing then. Okay, so redstone and iron for that. Do I have any iron? No, the cinnabar gets in there and stops it up. That'll be fixed soon because we're going to be doing our actual ore processing system. Which I will say it's something that we're going to upgrade as we go a bit, as we get better furnaces and stuff, but we will start that before too long. Just not yet. I'm just going to go ahead and get like a stack, and then I'm going to get 10 electrical steel. Where did it go? Oh, there it is. And we'll get that stuff going, and then we have to make the tank. I'm pretty sure that the conductive iron is probably what we need to unlock the blood altar. I'm fairly certain, but you go into there, start making that, and then we need redstone alloy. That's no problem. I've got that stuff made, and then the resonant portable tank. Haha, this is gonna be expensive. I have a standard on me, so we just need an Invar gear.
Ooh, try it! Forest parasites!
I actually steal one of these pieces of iron just to make this a bit easier. I love the Root Riot music. And there we go, there's the hardened portable tank. And then for the next one, we're going to need hardened glass, lead gears, lead ingots. And I think, yeah, I've got lead on me. And what do we need for the final tier? I think it's all just Enderium, isn't it? Yeah, it's a bunch of Enderium. Okay, I'll tell you what, let me grab a bunch of iron. So I've got it. Let me get a bunch of tin, a bunch of silver, shiny. I'll grab what I have of that. We're going to have to start running some of my ferrous with cinnabar soon. We'll grab some pyrotheum, and let's get ourselves just a bunch of ender pearls upstairs. And making all that Enderium, it's not that bad. It's just when you run into that much Enderium, it's like, oh, wait a second. Like at this point, it's like, oh man, okay. That's not making... Okay. What if I run it... in here? Isn't that conductive iron? There we go. Okay. Well, let me get... we'll go with a half stack. And 1 for now. Anyways, we got some red alloy ingots. That's fine. I'm sure we'll be using those for stuff before long. So let's see. Enderium base is 1 silver, 2 tin, and 1 shiny. And I'm going to go ahead and pull this stuff out for right now. So I can get this stuff laid out real quick. And I think we're just going to go with... I'll tell you what, I think I'm just going to make all of it that I can for right now. Because I know we're going to end up needing that Enderium. Probably long before we just need straight shiny. But, like I said, for maybe between this episode and next, I've got a bunch of cinnabar built up from running stuff through the pulverizer. Now, you can also make it with jellied cryotheum if you want, but I'll probably end up just running all the ferrous through with some of that cinnabar in the induction smelter to get a bunch more shiny built up. Because that's something, we're definitely going to need it. Enderium seems like something we're going to need a lot of. Like a whole lot. This quest should be complete, right? For the conductive iron. Yes. And they're going to give us a servo for that. Okay. And if we take a look here... Oh, it's still not unlocked. What else is it missing? Anyways, there's a bunch of our Enderium. We can go ahead and get our tank made anyways. And there we go, Enderium gear. And then our tank goes there. And I'm gonna need some more pyrotheum dust, looks like. Okay, so there's like 26 more pyrotheum, sounds good. Whew. I'm just gonna get this started making some pulsating iron, like maybe because I know the pulsating iron quest says that it unlocks a quest somewhere. So maybe that somehow ties into blood magic, I don't know. Oh yeah, we gotta do the reinforced. I never did the reinforced tank. Whoops. I just jumped like straight onto the Enderium one. Reinforced, that's just lead. Like that. We are gonna need some hardened glass. So we'll go ahead and get this running and then run this through. And there we go. Let me take most of that lead out real quick. Reinforced portable tank. There's that. And then our resonant portable tank. There's that. Okay. So that quest is done. Must be radioactive. They're going to give us a hardened satchel for that. And still haven't unlocked this one yet. Oh, you know what? For that plating, we need printed silicon from AE2. Ah, that's where it's probably from, actually. Okay. I'll tell you what. Let me put this in here, put this in here. And we'll go ahead and throw in like 4 pieces of this. Okay. So that silicon plating then. I guess we'll have to start with some of the AE2 stuff then. Is that under automation, probably? Yeah. Let's go ahead and make some Fluix crystal. So let's get a bit of this nether quartz and a bit of... How much charged stardust do I have? It's on this side, isn't it? Yeah, I've got 5 pieces. I'm going to go ahead and just change all the charged stardust that we have over to Fluix. So there's that, that, that. And we got the unnatural achievement, and I believe there's 2 nether quartz ore for that quest. And then the journey begins. Wasn't there, oh, the even more charged up. We can go ahead and craft this. Really, I could craft the other part too, which we might do. I don't know. We'll see. Might as well, I guess. Or the other quest from that first tab. There's the charger. And they're going to give us 3 servos, 3 item ducts, and a crescent hammer. And then I believe the other quest here, the cyanite reprocessor, reactor casings, pistons, Yellorium fuel rods. We can do all of this stuff. Really? And actually the inscriber that we're going to need requires pistons as well. So I'm going to go ahead and just make up a few pistons here. I'm going to go ahead and grab like 10... Let's grab 10 chests. Where did they go? Okay, it just didn't update. I'm just going to throw those down. I don't really need them. Okay, so let's see. We're also going to need sticky pistons, right? Well, I'll tell you what. We're going to start with the cyanite reprocessor just because we might as well knock this quest out. Get 100% on this first tab. Reactor casings. We're just going to need some Yellorium and graphite. And I've got graphite back up at the house. Not for sure if it's going to be enough for crafting this. I may actually have some reactor casings lying around as well. Because if I recall, there was some we didn't actually end up using. Yeah. So I just need 4 of those. And then, I think that's the main thing, right? Pistons, piece of dark steel, Yellorium fuel rod, that's a little bit of graphite. And then a bit of dark steel, which we've got the dark steel on us. And I should have plenty of graphite. Okay, so I think we are golden at the moment. Let me go ahead and pull up cyanite reprocessor. We'll need 1 of those. Pistons. Is it dark steel at the top? Yes. And then redstone alloy. There we go. Cyanite reprocessor. Okay. My inventory is a mess right now, but this is all stuff I can quickly put up, so it's not really a big issue. And then they're going to give us 2 pneumatic servos for that. Okay. Soon we'll have AE2 though, and we'll be able to craft at like a terminal, which is going to be so much better. Okay, so now we can turn our attention 100%. Journey begins. That's done. And the cyanite reprocessor. For right now, I'm just going to put this like right here. you know, it's not something that we're using at the moment. But I mean, I guess I've got cyanide if I want to make some plutonium, but I don't have no need for it right this second. Okay, so the inscriber, that's going to be, oh yeah, 2 sticky pistons. Almost forgot about that. And for right now, I'm just going to do 1 inscriber so we can get into blood magic. Probably next episode, because I imagine next episode is going to be a lot of blood magic and then AE2 work. So we'll probably make a few more inscribers then, but because we're going to want those for automation purposes. So, alright, so we just need a machine chassis now. So give me just a second while I get that crafted. I think I've got most everything lying around. Actually, I think I have everything lying around. Alright, so there's our basic machine frame. Those are so easy to craft now. And then we just need some iron bars and some invar. Oh yeah, and basic capacitors. Machine chassis, inscriber. There we go. And they're going to give us 2 diamonds for that. Okay. And then we can just set this up. I guess I'm going to put it like right here for right now. That should be fine. And then for the printed silicon, this is what we need. So silicon press, let me go grab that. The next episode, we're going to automate all this stuff, like fully automate it. Maybe not. Well, I don't know if we'll fully, we might fully automate it next episode, but for right now, I just want our blood altar. is what I really, really need at the moment. Alright, we'll just start throwing silicon in there. Get it turned into printed silicon. And I think for what we need for the blood altar, isn't it like 4 or something like that? Of these? 5 of them. Okay. I think 3 is what we needed for the quest, if I recall correctly. Yeah, 3 of those, and they're going to give us 3 tin ore for that. So we'll go ahead and turn that in. I was kind of wanting to make some new armor today, because we can do the dark steel armor. It really isn't expensive for us at all at this point, but I don't know that we'll get around to that just yet, like this episode. Okay, and I'm going to need just a couple of these weighted pressure plates. And there's our silicon armor. And then 10 conductive iron. And then we'll need our 10 electrical steel as well in the alloy smelter for this one. There we go. And electrical steel. There we go. And then our blood altar. There we go. Oops. Okay. So that is done. That quest is done. Awesome. They're going to give us 3 dark steel for that. And the next quest is the blank slate. And I tell you what, I think what we're going to do is we're going to set up... This is a very temporary spot for the time being, but just so that I can start making the slates. I'm going to set this up right here, and we can use our sacrificial orb to put blood into this. And then if we pop up here, let's see, how many do they want for this quest? I'd like to get this 4 blank slates for this quest. And then I know it's about wrapping up point, so... but while I'm working on this, I just want to say that this episode is a world download. So, the link will be in the description if you want to download the world. Now, I will say that, first up, bear in mind that I'm using some custom mods in this pack. So if you want to run it, I'll go ahead and give you the mod list. And I'll include the list down in the description as well. But bear in mind that I'm running Lycanites mobs. I'm also running head crumbs, statues, and the Between Lands at the moment. Now there will be some other mods that we'll add in a little bit later on, like Z-Tones is one that we're going to add in for sure. I'm still on the fence about Rotary Craft, Chromatocraft. If we do Chromatocraft, it will not be until we start getting into RF Tools, which is super late in the pack, and I'll probably wait until then to add it. I was able to successfully add it in a test world, just as a heads up on all of that, but I haven't decided for sure if I want to add it into the pack or not. But the reason I'm waiting for RF Tools is because then we can make dimensions, and it'll be a little bit more reasonable to do, because right now, with the, of course, with the terrain gen that we're running, it's not a reasonable mod to add into the pack, because stuff just doesn't spawn correctly. But I don't know. I'm still on the fence about that one. Rotary craft, we probably won't add for a little while into the pack either. And that is just due to the fact that if we added it early in, it would be a bit OP. So I haven't bothered adding those in yet because I'm still kind of on the fence about both of those if I want to run them in this pack. Because they'd pretty much just be for fun more than anything, having them in. So anyways, the mods that are actually in the world right now is Headcrumb statues, Between Lands, and Lycanites. So just a heads up on that. And this should be our last slate that we need. There we go. Okay, so 4 slates. Awesome. And they're going to give us a diamond to obsidian chest upgrade for that. Okay, now the reason I wanted to get through this episode was because I want to start making slates. Because that's something that we're definitely going to need a lot of very, very soon. Because we need those for MFR and stuff. Next episode... Oh, by the way, make a blood altar and a sacrificial orb. We've done that. Alright, so next episode we're going to pretty much continue on with this. Because this is pretty much the correct order of things that we need to be doing. So we're going to have to get a tier 2 altar. We're going to probably automate the inscribers. Right now it won't be plugged up to our actual AE system, but we're going to have it, semi-automated at the moment, and then a bit later we'll keep like a drawer field. The item fabricator, we'll have to move into that, energy acceptors, all that good stuff. So this will be where we're at next episode, and we'll pick back up working through this, because we'll be working probably with a lot of blood magic, MFR, AE2, over the next few episodes. Probably the next 2 episodes, maybe more. We'll see. And kind of getting some things set up and start actually automation and whatnot. So, anyways, I guess with that, I know it's wrapping up point, so I am going to end out the episode here. Like I said, if you want to download the world, it'll be down in the description. Just bear in mind that there are mods that you'll have to add in. Okay, and we've got a little bit of time, just a fragment of time. And so what I'd like to do is just quickly craft up our dark steel armor so I can get rid of this diamond stuff, because I could go repair it, but it's just about to break, so I wouldn't mind just going ahead and crafting some new stuff. Now, I don't think we're going to make, at least not right now, we're not going to make a chest piece, because fairly soon we'll be getting, we'll be going for our flux infused jet plate, which, I'd rather have that over the empowered stuff, but, the chest piece has a glider, but, meh, we don't want that. Okay, so anyways, there's our dark armor, and then we can start empowering some of this stuff. So let's see, I wouldn't mind having, especially the empowered. I think that's the primary thing that I wouldn't mind having at the moment. So let's get ourselves just a few emeralds. We'll start with like 10. It'll be like 100 levels. And I'm going to go ahead and put some of this stuff away real quick. So we'll just make ourselves up a bit of vibrant crystals. And I'll tell you what, let me get one more of these. Okay, I wasn't sure if we had an anvil around. Doesn't look like it, so let's really quickly, let's get the stuff to make an anvil. And we'll be able to get rid of this diamond armor, which will be nice. So there we go. And we'll just put this down, like, right here. And, let's see. Let me get... Tell you what, actually, let me set it up right here, in fact. And let's start with, like, maybe the leggings. So, Vibrant Crystal, 10 levels, and there is Empowered. And then for the next one, oh yeah, they changed, don't they? That's fine, we got basic capacitors. Grab that, and I believe it was 10 levels as well. Yeah. So, we'll go ahead and get Empowered Tier 2, and then we need a double layer capacitor for the next one. And let me go ahead and get these other ones empowered up to Tier 2. Okay, so they all have Empowered 2. And then what we're going to need to do is upgrade them. Let's see, where did I put... Gotta find some coal real quick. Okay, so double layer capacitors. Let's go ahead and get 3 of these. And I believe this one's, what, 15 levels each? So there we go. There's legs. And then lastly, our helmet. And there we go. And next up, we need Octatics plus 20 levels. Alright. And I think we've got... no, I'm going to need one more Vibrant Alloy. I'm going to need a bunch more Energetic Alloy. So let me just get a bunch more of that being crafted. Actually, I doubt I'm going to have... No, I don't have enough glowstone to make a stack. We are officially out of glowstone at the moment. And I'm going to need... Actually, I'm going to need blocks with that too. Okay. So let's see. To do octatics, I'm going to need 3 blocks. And I'm actually going to need more basic capacitors as well. Man, I thought I had a lot of gold, but like, I'm going to be out of it soon. Oh, man. I love these costs, though. Like, they're so good. Alright, energetic alloy, and then let's get... Alright, 1 energetic alloy, 1 ender pearl, because I really only need 1 more vibrant alloy. There we go, and then we'll get our double layer capacitors. There's 2. I'm going to need more basic capacitors. There's a bunch more of those, and then double layer. There's 6, that's perfect. And then octatic, there's 3. We have tore up some resources this episode. And considering half the episode we were actually just exploring a new dimension. So, it's crazy. Okay. Legs. Octatic. Oh, it's 20 levels. That's fine. And then we got the boots. And then lastly, we've got the helmet. Okay. So there we go. We have a full set of full empowered... Now we still have the like the sound locator, night vision. We'll have to get into a little bit of brewing to get the potion of night vision. That's not too bad. Solar is actually really nice. Goggles of revealing would be good, but that's, I mean, by then we'll have different armor. So before we can actually get that, I'll tell you what we will get though. I believe it's the boots. Yeah, boots is piston, and we can get jump on it. Increases step and jump height. That would be good to have. And do I have a lily pad by chance? I'm not for sure, actually. Yes. Okay. We'll go ahead and get flippers on the boots as well. I believe that's 10 levels also. Alright. And then we'll go ahead and get jump 2. Just another piston, 15 levels. And then jump 3 is 20 levels. And I believe that's it. Yeah. So we have empowered 4, jump 3, and flippers. These boots are maxed out now. The legs, we still need speed, potion of swiftness, and the helmet, we'll probably get the well, do we want the... I'm going to go ahead and get the sound locator real quick. I don't imagine that note blocks have changed at all in this pack. Sound locator is actually kind of handy. So, 10 levels on that. That. Okay, and let's go get this charged real quick. Oh yeah, I forgot I left these in there. And by the way, I will leave, up in our storage building on that first floor, I'm going to have a chest set up there with a sign that says my inventory, and I'll leave all the stuff that's in my inventory. I am going to dump all this stuff before then. I'll empty out this backpack, but that's where my inventory stuff will be. So just a heads up on that for the world download. I'm going to go ahead and pull this stuff off. We don't need it. And there we go. So now we have a nice set of dark steel. Yep. And we have automatic step up, which is just... It's one of those things that's just handy. And we have multi-jump. So if we hold jump, we get like a triple jump effect. And we'll be able to detect sound. Like, it's just really nice if I'm looking for dungeons or something, you know, I'm underground digging. That's why I like having the sound locator, because we'll be able to detect where sounds are coming from and stuff. And I'm going to steal our experience obelisk for just a moment. And before we end out the episode, we'll just run it out over here and enchant this dark steel. So we'll go 30 levels, and we'll start with the headpiece. Fire protection 4, unstable 2. Okay, and then the legs, what do we got? Unbreaking 3, protection 4. That's not bad. May want to disenchant that unstable off of there, actually. And then on the boots, we have protection 3, last stand 2. That's actually pretty good. I will definitely take that. Okay, so anyways, we got some nice armor, some decent upgrades. Yeah, it's nifty. And I believe with that, I'm gonna end out the episode there, because I know it's wrapping up point now. And next episode, you know, like I said, we'll come back. We will work on AE2. We'll work on blood magic, some of that stuff. So I hope you guys are looking forward to it. And there we go. I had like a big lag spike when I went to deposit that. Didn't deposit everything, though. Because dark steel and graphite and stuff have places, but that's fine. I'm going to sort this out before the world uploads, so... but anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed it, and if you did, as always, be sure and hit that like button. Go ahead and subscribe if you're not already to stay up to date with when new videos come out. And I hope you guys are enjoying the series so far. I'm having a blast with it. I absolutely love these recipe changes. One thing I wish, though, is I still wish that the snowflake, these right here, were used in a crafting recipe. That would have been awesome. Like nothing, nothing like super common, but, something, I don't know, something somewhere. And even like the blood altar, have it in there. I mean, that doesn't really match the blood altar, but one of those points you have to like search out and do a little bit in Iceika before upgrading. But even still, we'll probably grind up some of those and get some of, because I do want to do like kind of like an armory type thing. I can't remember if fortune on an axe works on the chests. If I recall correctly, it does, so I'll definitely want to get a fortune axe. But I'll test that in my test world before I do that, just to make sure. But I think that it does increase the amount of snowflakes that you get. But anyways, I hope to see you guys next time. Until then, as always, do take care, stay safe, and I will see you guys then.